Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. Francis Ngannou vows to take Anthony Joshua's soul in a chilling KO prediction as he mocks rival's strength. The former UFC champ has big plans for his crossover clash with AJ. Francis Ngannou has sent a chilling warning Anthony Joshua's way ahead of their crossover clash. The former UFC heavyweight champion will bid to shock the world once again when he locks horns with AJ in a lucrative Saudi showdown the next month. Ngannou, 37, turned the combat sports world upside down when he cut and dropped WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury in their Ricky Rumble last October. The Predator is confident of landing the same shot that put Fury under the canvas in the third round of their Battle of the Baddest on AJ, and he believes that the blow will take the soul of the former two-time unified heavyweight king and derail his bid to become a three-time champion. During a recent appearance on the High Performance podcast, the MMA man Mountain said, "Never say never. Nothing is impossible. We don't know the strength of Anthony Joshua. Even though I don't believe he has that strength, we are going to find out. In 2 months, we are going to find out. I'm going to be the one taking his soul." Ngannou firmly believes that shot that put Fury on his backside will render Joshua unconscious. He told, "If AJ takes the punch that Fury took, I don't guarantee that he is standing up. I've heard that he doesn't have a chin. I'm going to find out." Turki Al-Sheikh's plan for Anthony Joshua could delay a potential Tyson Fury fight, but the fate remains in Francis Ngannou's hands. Francis Ngannou, the wild card, threatens to shake the very foundations of this domain. Why is Anthony Joshua, the former champion, risking stepping into the ring with him? And where does this leave Tyson Fury? The Gypsy King, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, has masterminded this scenario. But to what end? Could this be the delay fans dread, or is it a stroke of genius? With Ngannou's power, the anticipated Fury vs Joshua match hangs by a thread. Are we witnessing a reshaping of heavyweight boxing's future? In an adept maneuver, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has reimagined the heavyweight boxing landscape. The rescheduled bout between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua to the Tao throw Hrgovic. Transitioning smoothly from the grand scheme, Anthony Joshua's path veers individually towards Filip Hrgovic. This unexpected detour is not just a twist in the table, but a strategic pivot that recalibrates the timeline for the match anticipated. Fury vs Joshua face-off. If Anthony Joshua beats Francis Ngannou, according to what Turki Al-Sheikh said, he is unlikely to fight immediately. The decision of Joshua to engage with Hrgovic first introduced a calculated pause into the build-up to the Fury vs Joshua saga. This move, while ensuring continued excitement within the heavyweight division, unmistakably extended the waiting period for fans and fighters alike. It's a clear indication that the road to a Fury vs Joshua bout is being curated, with every step designed to exchange the narrative and the commercial appeal. By setting Joshua on a collision course with Hrgovic, Al-Sheikh not only diversifies the potential matchups within the heavyweight division, but also cleverly sustains the global audience's interest. This strategic redirection emphasizes the layered approach to managing the careers of heavyweight titans, ensuring that when Fury and Joshua eventually collide, the anticipation stakes will be at their zenith. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.